Hello, welcome to English Lessons with inlingua Vancouver. My name is Jacob, and today I would like to talk to you about the colloquial though, the though that we use in everyday English. Now, my colleague Lester, he already made a video discussing although, though, and even though. However, I would like to discuss the more spoken version of the word though. Actually, when I was talking about this, and I told my other colleague who's videotaping the session, I would like to do a lesson on though, he replied by saying, he already explained it though, or Lester already explained it though. So he's reminding me that someone else has already done this lesson, right? So the full sentence would have been, although you would like to talk about the structure, another person has already explained it. That's the full sentence. Though you'd like to discuss this, someone else has already explained it. That's the conventional way of writing a contrasted sentence. However, in spoken English, in real life, often we don't remember the contrast or we forget it. We just make a claim, we make a proposition. And then another person wants to remind us of something that we have failed to remember, or we want to remind ourselves. Oh, I really want to play soccer right now. I look outside the window. It's raining though. It reminds me that it's raining. So although I really want to play outside, it's raining right now, right? And depending on how you formulate it, your emphasis could be that this contrast is going to change my mind, or despite the fact, I'm going to go ahead and do the action. For example, although it's raining, I'm going to go play soccer outside, which means the rain is there, but I'm going to ignore it and play soccer. However, if I say, although I really want to play outside, it is raining right now, then the emphasis has changed. That means the rain is going to prevent me from playing outside. Now, all of this is true about although, but when it comes to spoken English, someone has forgotten the contrast. And though at the end of the sentence is meant to remind the person of that contrast, or remind oneself about the contrast. So going back to the example I began with, I wanted to discuss though, and my coworker reminded me that somebody else had already explained it though. So although you want to explain it, someone else has already done it. So you don't want to repeat the whole sentence again, so you do half of it, you put though at the end, and you remind the person. So here's another example for you. Two people are speaking. I really want to meet her. I find her interesting. I'm attracted to her. Your friend reminds you, she's married though, right? And that though is a way of saying that don't forget this fact, right? And then you might be thinking that though she's married, I still want to meet her, right? Or although I really want to meet her, she is married and I'm going to stay away. So depending on how you order the sentence, the focus and the meaning can change. But the point is, though is an abbreviated form, often used as an afterthought to remind people. I would like to explain this more and give you more examples. I think this video is getting too long, though. Or you might be saying, I like this explanation. It is getting boring though. So you see, it's a nice way to come up with afterthoughts, right? I really, really like sports cars. I really like Ferraris and Porsches. But the greenhouse gas emissions are really high though. Oops, did you see what I just did? I said, but their greenhouse gas emissions are really high though. That sentence is incorrect. You do not need to say but and though. You could choose one or the other. But in spoken English, you'll often hear native speakers do that. And that makes it even more confusing. So simply put, I really like Ferraris, but the emission is really high. I really like Ferraris, their emission is really high though. Right? Or a better way to say it is, I really like Ferraris, but the ecological footprint is too high. I really like Ferraris. The ecological footprint is too high though. I hope you find this video helpful. Please subscribe. and leave any questions or comments you have below. Have a great day.